Hello everybody, and today we are going to be talking about my Valorant 5 stack. And yes, my hair is wet because I just took a shower. So all of you people in my games can stop telling. First off is going to be Erebus Evermore. And that is going to be our Tejo main. And yes, even after the recent nerfs, he refuses to switch. He typically gets overwhelmed in 1v1 scenarios. Has a hard time locking him down. More than most people. I see you, and I'm calling you out. But, for what it's worth, he's a pretty decent hype man when someone does something that's, well, hype. Secondly, we're gonna go with Ash Taco. They play Sova, Omen, Sky, and Gecko. And they play Sova, because that's the one they've stuck with, and also, other reasons.
I am the hunter!
And I'd say that they're one of the two people that could be IGL of this group. One of two? Why one of two? Stick around to the end to find out. One of the reasons that I believe that is they push the team to kind of go past their limits. They like playing with higher level people themselves and kind of pushes the team to do better. And at times, they somehow manage to be louder than the person who's literally standing in front of a camera and yapping. The thing about them is they're very swayed by how the team does. If the team is doing great, you'll hear endless amounts of praise, and they'll be hyping you up like no one else. But if the team's doing bad, you'll hear some criticisms. Believe me, you'll know about it. DrakeAlex555, your one-trick brimstone. And by one trick, I mean does like one thing the entire game. Decently smoking you onto sites, and then sitting in a smoke, once you've gotten on site, and sitting in there, waiting with his molly until he eventually turns skyward and fires that thing. Now you might be wondering, what's that gonna do? Well, when that molly comes down, he's got the timing figured out pretty well where they think they're gonna have time to defuse? No, they don't. It ends up netting a lot more kills than you'd expect. This is also gonna be your resident Ares spammer. Not the Odin, the Ares. And is surprisingly good with it in unwinnable situations. Like in 1v5s, he'll end up taking 4 out. And this, I'd say, is your player that's most swayed by their own mental. I'm not going to get into too many details. Don't worry, my guy, I'm not going to out you on the internet that badly. But is heavily swayed by their emotions when playing Valorant. Now let's go to Loki Friggison. This is a player who plays Vice and Omen. We get it. You're an edgy bitch. This is your unsung hero of the group. The one who kind of goes under the radar and not many people see as your highlight person. Usually they're not. They're not the person who's going to be getting flashy highlights all the time or is a volatile player. They are more of your consistent player who's going to consistently put down some value and help the team. Speaking of helping the team, this is going to be your person who's exceptionally good at playing around your team. And when I say that, I mean when they are playing around a teammate versus when they are not, there is a stark difference, even compared to other people on the team. And then myself, Regen Ryan 88. I main the Sentinels, and mainly Cypher. I'm gonna be able to talk a little bit more about myself because, well, I know me. I know what's going on in my head. I also play ISO and Yoru as a part of the 5 stacks. You'll notice that there aren't any duelists as part of the other ones. So despite the fact that I main the Sentinels and even Cypher, I will typically play that when we're 4 stacking or something. Because you know that solo queue person is always going to insta-lock Jet Arena. And then on Icebox, I will pick up Reyna. For a controller, I can play Astra, and for an initiator, I can play Gecko. Also, funny that the two Angelinos, and only the two Angelinos, play Gecko. I've had gifts related to Cypher given to me, such as the voice actor telling me happy birthday for my 20th birthday. And that was something that sent me reeling for a while. That was actually given to us by Loki. So, you know, thank them. Or rather, I should be thanking them. Thank you again. You have no idea how much that broke my brain. I've spent money on a Cypher costume and then realized it was too small, failed to go through the refund process, and then bought it again. I will not elaborate on how much money I'm out on that. I would consider myself to be the other possible IGL. I've tried IGLing in solo queue, and it kind of worked. At least in the one comp game I tried it. And I am the ace leader of the group. I'm the one, because I'm the one who picks up the duelist, who can make those flashy plays and just wipe the enemy team. W Key Gaming, wipe them all out. Although, I'm not the only one who can make a flashy play. Ash Taco is also prone to clutching up and making those big plays. So that's the 5-stack. What do you think of the roles we've fallen into? This is a little quick video I decided to make, and here we go. I told you I'd be posting more often. Alright guys, see you around.